Friends with differences.
Friends with differences.
Friends with differences.
Friends with differences.
Friends with Differences podcast,
Woo.
Episode 4.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Jaylen, thanks for coming on, man.
No problem.
Appreciate you coming on. It was a pleasure. Thanks for the new intro, too. I'm very excited to debut that.
No problem.
So, exciting stuff. So, recap. What did we talk about? We were all over the place, I think. We did some movies. We did, talked about AI and voice altering AI.
A lot of art talk.
A lot of art talk. Thanks,
art
Jaylen.
in all types. Art in all types.
Right. In all facets.
Yeah. So links will be in the description for every party involved. So go give Jaylen a listen, and thanks for coming out to the podcast.
Peace.
Cheers. Send it.
Friends with differences.
Friends with differences. Friends with differences.
All right. Well, cheers. Oh, wait, let me do the actual camera so we can see us all.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
To the Friends with Differences podcast. Cheers.
Hot start.
Hot start once again. Whew. Jaylen, thank you for being here.
No problem.
Our guest star. Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, Liam. I'm getting a different chair because that one's squeaking.
I'm doing the clapping. Are you having me introduce? You just walk away.
This is why I have a co-host so I can run off and get a new chair.
This is Jaylen. He is our special guest today. There you go. Better chair.
Oh, so Jaylen, the author, musician behind the great new intro clip.
Yes,
Appreciate that. That was a great surprise. What a bop.
I always love making something new, so I mean,
That was
anytime you ever need something, I don't mind.
Yeah, I was impressed at how quick you whipped that thing up because...
Shit, I might need to start making intros or something.
Yeah, I mean, you did that.
Get an intro for your...
messaged me that night, and I don't know. It was probably in my inbox half an hour later. That was cool.
I always enjoy making something new, and I'm kind of trying to get out of like the live performance, get more into the more music,
do you like
movies and video games and stuff like that.
Do you like Fiverr? Have you heard of that?
I have,
Yeah, for like freelancing work.
So I haven't looked too much into it, but I've heard of it.
Because I feel like you could freelance and make like intro music for like a bunch of things.
Oh
yeah, games and whatnot.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Or even like intros to like your live stream, right? People like to do like a
that's
2-minute intro or whatever.
Yeah, I'm the only one behind the production, and I'm not much of a mixologist or anything. I've dabbled in FL Studio, and I even took a course in college called Jamming with Laptops.
I do all my stuff on GarageBand.
Oh yeah,
on iPad, yeah.
Nice.
There's a little connector piece I can record my guitar through it and everything. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Like Will Dickey.
Yeah.
Nice. So you strictly Mac? Because I have a Mac that I use Windows on because...
the iPad's the only Apple product I have, actually. I have
really?
A Samsung phone, yeah.
Right. Wow. That's kind of surprising.
Since day one, too, I've never had iPhone.
So have you like produced in other things besides GarageBand, or is it the one you like best? Or
there's one called Ableton Live.
Ableton, yeah.
Ableton's pretty good. That's the really only one I've ever had experience with.
Yeah, that one's supposed to be quite all-inclusive.
It's quite in depth. It's like a lot of information at first. But one of my friends that's a producer, he uses Ableton, and so like I always go over there. And
that's cool.
He'll teach me a little bit now and then,
Yeah, I'm sure it takes a long time to...
Yeah, there's still a whole bunch of stuff I don't know how to do in Ableton.
So I think you learn like a certain part in like that's what you know,
I was
and that's
saying,
all you need to know.
press record and stop recording.
Yeah.
That's as far as I got. All the mixing and stuff. That's a whole nother game.
That's
a
what
whole
gets
nother game.
confusing.
Yeah, I bought FL Studio and for like a month tried to make beats. It wasn't a long career.
Yeah, it's definitely like I try to do it more like whenever I feel like it instead of having to be like a job kind of, you know. So
do you typically go into it with an idea of the song, like, or do you let like, because when I'd go into FL Studio, it was like, what could I make? Are you trying to figure out, like, do you make something, or are you trying to make what you envision, or if that makes sense?
Like 9 times out of 10, I'd probably say it's like I have like a tune like in my head or something, or like humming it all day at work, and then I get home and put it in there. Or like sometimes I'll just open up GarageBand and just start scrolling through the sounds and like seeing what I can do with the sounds and be like, oh, that sounds cool, and then create a track around that one sound, you know.
For sure. That's cool. Yeah. That's awesome, man. I wish I knew more about making music. I did, like the class I took, we used a program called Max. It was like Delirious Max or something. It was about coding synthesizers on a program. Yeah, it was quite in depth because you kind of had to learn how synthesizers produce sound.
That whole shit is crazy. It's like a bunch of sine waves and stuff like that is crazy.
Yeah, just inputting the correct frequencies and just being on the right rhythm was a challenge for me. One of my songs was composed all of whale noises.
That's
what a hit. Oh, I hope that thing's lost. It should not resurface.
I've definitely made some like terrible trash beats. I'm not even gonna lie, but
yeah, you gotta. I mean, how else are you gonna know what's good? You know?
Right.
I would consider myself like art challenged.
Art challenged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I blame our grade school art teacher. She hated me.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt that.
I didn't realize you guys went to the same grade school.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
But yeah. So what do you want to get into?
So going into this, last week, I think I messaged you about this, but I used an AI voice modifier.
Oh yeah, I've been looking all into this AI shit. It's
oh my gosh,
it's crazy.
Yeah, the AI, how it's evolved recently. I mean, it's very accessible, so you're seeing all different sorts of uses.
Right, anybody can use it. That's the crazy part.
So I made multiple songs. I had my cousins over, and we were making songs, making like, you know, Trump and Biden rap and all sorts of stuff. I mean, I'd spliced them together pretty horrifically, but, you know, it was kind of
the rap battles or whatever they were like.
Epic rap
battles. What a throwback. Do they still do that?
The best of the best.
I know. I'm just thinking about it when you said Trump versus
Do
Biden.
they still do that? That would be the perfect epic rap battle in history. Trump versus Biden. Do they still do them?
It wouldn't surprise me. They definitely had like Romney on one of them.
I feel like they might still do them, but they're just like less, like they don't happen as often.
What a throwback!
Oh, it's such a good throwback. Love it. But no, did you see the John Oliver video I sent you on AI?
I didn't watch all of it. It was like long.
Yeah, it is. It's like a whole show, basically.
Right. I watched the first part of it.
But he was talking about like all the good stuff and then also the bad stuff. But yeah, I mean, there was some like a lot of medical improvements that could happen with it.
Yeah, I can see that.
But he was saying there were some issues because like there is always going to be a little bit of a biases because it's whoever puts the data set in is the issue.
Right.
So,
what is the neural network it's using?
Yeah, so like one of them was like I think it was like the self-driving cars or something. They like used mostly white male pedestrians, so the chances are like they would still hit like a black person crossing the street.
Yikes.
Yeah, but that's because like, you know,
That's
if you don't do the data set properly.
Yeah, it's true.
Diversely.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, that stuff's also really fun, like the music part and like.
Yeah, but
and there's a lot of like advancements that can happen for sure.
Well, I was just bringing it up because, like, you being a musician,
Yeah.
like, the voice modifier seems to me like the most deliberate way of, like, stealing somebody's, likeness, I guess. And, I mean, I tweet every day using the AI. Like, you guys saw Rihanna in Star Wars. She didn't endorse that. So I'm not innocent in any of this or anything, but I'm just saying the voice modifying is so close to perfect too.
Yeah.
See, I think your thing though is like you're not trying to make money off of it, right? Like off your tweet, right?
Right.
So it's not too big of a deal. I think it's the issue is more when it's like somebody you're like trying to have like J.A.K sponsor your video or something and have them say certain words.
Right.
But
For sure.
I mean, there's also some with like art. I'm pretty sure like art AI, and they like can take basically works of art.
Yeah, like I could use the same Stable Diffusion that I use to tweet, and I could do it in the style of Van Gogh or whatever. Like you can totally guide it to that data set.
Yeah.
And it will do a great job of stealing that that style. So is it concerning for you as a musician?
I mean, I wouldn't say so. Like
Hey, cheers to that.
I feel like people are always gonna want to like go to live performances and stuff like that just to see the artists they follow, and I feel like even if like somebody did make an AI, they made like some crazy ass music that everybody was like, this is a bop, there would be somebody to monetize all that stuff,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it seems like a huge money grab.
Right.
Like I saw memes about like the crypto bros all forgetting about crypto, going to AI, It's just the next kind of, it was the NFT guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about,
Yeah. The NFTs were also just a huge mess in general.
Yeah, but it depends how you talk about them. But
I never really understood the whole thing. Like, I understand that it's like a little
snippet.
just think about buying anything online as an NFT. Any digital asset could be an NFT.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just didn't work out.
Right, but it does work out in different regards. Like I see, skins in Fortnite. Like I see that as a form of an NFT.
Kind of, but NFTs were supposed to be one of one, right? I think I don't think you were supposed because a skin in Fortnite can be sold to thousands. Not everybody uses the same skin or whatever, but I think NFTs it's supposed to be that weird one of one, and then
I think that's supposed to be they sold it as that's what gives it its value.
True,
but that's not what an NFT is.
But they had issues with people I think screenshotting the one of one NFTs. So then
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So somebody's got just a picture online, screenshot that shit, and I got it too.
Yeah, and it was sold for $30,000. One of those the apes, the boring apes.
Boring apes.
Right. Yeah,
that whole thing crashed, didn't it?
Yeah.
There's a whole. I mean, they made restaurants. There was a whole game that was crazy expensive to play.
Oh yeah.
That people were, I don't know, playing. It did terribly, but it is amazing what they did. I guess.
Well, what they tried to do, I feel like they just tried to
but they did it. I mean,
but take their moment in the sun as best they could,
yeah, they got it.
Make as much as you.
Unless they got their money.
Yeah. But
yeah, an impressive amount of money for sure.
I think I saw one. It was Logan Paul bought one for $500,000, and it's now worth. He sold it for 20 or something like that.
He sold for 20.
Yeah, because you can't hold if you're gonna
That's
hold.
the game.
Yeah.
Yes. What
That
about
sounds
that Pokemon card? I know I have friends.
Oh yeah,
that get really into Pokemon cards. I mean,
yeah.
I used to have so many fucking Pokemon.
I wish I
yeah?
kept mine.
I literally had
I should have kept mine.
3 binders full, front and back. It was ridiculous.
The Pokemon cards
And then
are cool. That's the thing. They actually look awesome.
They
are sick as shit.
Nobody knows how to play Pokemon.
Oh hell no!
You know how
it's
to
just
play?
like Yu-Gi-Oh.
It is?
I never.
Well, I don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I never played Yu-Gi-Oh, but I had the cards because they were sick as shit.
Yeah, quite literally, when we were kids, me and my brothers played whatever card looked cooler. Won.
I mean,
If
the one
it
thing
had the shiny stuff on it,
Yeah.
Play that card every time.
The one thing that Yu-Gi-Oh
Every time.
had was that like
Blue eyes.
the wrist thing, and it had like
Oh,
4
bro, I
cards.
wanted one of those things so bad when I was a kid.
That was the
Yeah,
one
those
thing I
things were
think
dope.
Yu-Gi-Oh had over Pokemon.
Oh, y'all ever had Beyblades?
Oh yeah, that was huge.
I never actually got a
That's
Beyblade.
still-
I wanted Blade.
That's
I don't
still
think
big.
I had.
I had
My
a
nephew
Beyblade.
asked for them now.
For real?
Yeah, they're still in.
Really?
I had a Beyblade for about half an hour. Me and my brother got the metal ones before they started making them out of plastic.
Yeah.
And we
Hell
let them
yeah.
bitches rip off the table, and they went off and like cut off a little part of my toe, and like not cut off a part of my but cut a part of my toe because it was just like
Like a ninja
metal
star.
chunk spinning at like 3,000 RPM.
Oh
And my mom was
God.
like, "Nope, we're not
No,
doing Beyblades anymore."
They made metal ones.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
That
before they
is like
started
a
making them
weapon.
out of plastic, they had little
No.
metal bits on the
They
head.
were
So-
originally metal.
Yeah,
Wow.
My nephew.
That's hardcore. I
My
like that.
nephew though, he was getting scammed in trades for Beyblades.
Oh,
His
no.
buddies, he was like trading a full Beyblade for like a part of one, and I was just like,
Oh, come on.
I was like, my nephew, you can't do this. You can't.
Maybe it was a really good part.
But he kept going, oh, it's so sick. But then he just like had just a bunch of parts. He didn't
Yeah,
ever have a
right.
full one. It's like at this point you're getting scammed.
Yeah,
They're
That's not a
hustling you.
good strategy there. That's tough. Gotta teach them young. Gotta go back.
God.
Who sold this to my kid? Who traded with my kid?
I actually opened some Pokemon cards with him like a few months ago.
Nice.
But I kept the expensive ones because I was like, he's gonna treat
That's
these.
hilarious.
He's gonna find this video someday.
I hope he does. He was gonna treat them like crap. So I did the best thing. It was like, like this card's $40.
There's no need to slobber on.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much some of them cards
Oh,
they
yeah.
sell for.
Oh, it's insane.
I feel like the card market is like gone back up.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
alive.
When I was younger, I had never seen anybody sell cards.
I know, and then I got rid of all my
Right,
cards, and
exactly.
they're all worth a
Exactly.
shit
I had
ton
like
now.
shoe boxes full of like old baseball cards,
Yeah.
and, football cards, and basketball cards and stuff. They used to make cards out of everything. Now they don't.
Yeah,
Or they probably still do now that it's popular.
yeah. Pokemon cards are like always sold out. Like I'll like,
Are they?
yeah, I'll randomly like look at Target, and the whole Pokemon card section is just gone. Same with Magic.
Yeah, Magic.
Those cards are always
For
sold
sure.
out.
My brother has a large investment in Magic.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could trade it for a small home.
That's one of them I
It's an
never
impressive
got
amount.
into. Is
I
Magic.
I never got into it either.
I could get into it. I can every once in a while. I don't know. I have many friends that really like it. My brother likes it.
Is it, like
I think-
is it kind of like a D&D kind of fantasy kind of thing?
I mean, it's pretty much like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh when you play the game.
I,
Gotcha.
I thought like I feel like
But there's different strategies.
I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon though, like they had the TV show, so like if you didn't want to actually play, the cards were
Right.
sick because it'd be like, oh shoot, I got a Pikachu, like this is sick.
Yeah, I'm
compared
probably
to-
gonna make a lot of people mad because I'm not defending. I don't know. I'm
No.
bad at defending
I'm
it.
just saying like I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh also had like their TV show, so
Yeah,
like people watched it and like wanted to get the blue-eyed like dragon or something. I don't know.
Oh hell yeah! I
Yeah.
had it.
Yeah. So
It was definitely a blue-eyed dragon.
I think it was blue.
All I can remember from
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh was the magician guy.
Yeah.
Dark magician.
Yeah.
He was sick as shit. That's all I remember.
But no, it's just like when you have a TV show, it just makes people want to.
Right.
No, I watched the Pokemon at least for like a season or something.
I feel like you have to be deep into like
Pokemon-
trading cards to get into Magic.
Pokemon's one of those shows you can't rewatch. Like I tried
No.
to rewatch it like a few years ago, and it's just like the same plot line every episode.
Oh,
It's
God.
like, oh shit, Team Rocket came.
Yeah.
We're blasting
It
off
really
again.
was.
And I'm like, all right,
I
we need
wanna-
some
that is so
diversity in these
right.
episodes.
So you're watching like
I got about 10 episodes in, and I was like, all right, we get it. Just
Yeah.
gonna get them all.
And then the voice of Ash is like for the English version.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so.
who's
so-
that Pokemon? Oh,
And then they always had like a song at the end that they would like come out with.
Oh, the Pokemon rap.
Yeah, there would always be a
Yeah,
Pokemon
yeah.
rap.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Oh,
But
man.
I want to watch
You know
the last episode because Ash actually won the Final Four or whatever, or Elite
Oh,
Four.
spoiler. We're gonna have to put it in the description.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
it came
man.
out.
You know what's really rewatchable?
What?
Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Oh,
still holds
yes.
up. It's
Still
so
holds up.
fire. Oh.
I don't think I've seen it all the way through. Like, I know what happens, but I've never seen it all the way through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my brothers hammered it out one summer.
Yeah, I hammered it out in college one time.
Oh, yeah.
It was sick.
It's awesome. I loved it.
Because
Still do.
I was like you. I don't think I had actually finished it. I'd watched a lot of
Right,
episodes.
I must say, it was always on Nickelodeon, so I don't
Yeah.
watch it, but I don't think I've ever seen, like, every episode.
Yeah. So then when it came on Netflix, because Peter would always, like my old roommate, he'd always talk about it. So then I was like, well, shit.
Yeah.
I might as well watch it. It's only
Right.
60 episodes or something like that. So it's not
Yeah,
terrible.
it's not bad. 3 seasons, 3 chapters.
Yeah, for like kind of like an anime, but not necessarily.
No, I count it as an anime, or else I can't say I've watched many animes.
I haven't watched like any. I'll be honest.
I've seen some
I've
of
gotten,
Naruto.
like, really into anime over,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the whole COVID and everything. Like,
Oh, yeah?
that's all I
Recent?
watched. I've watched
Fairly recent, at least?
so many
Are you a
animes.
Naruto or a Dragon Ball Z kind of guy?
Naruto, definitely.
Okay.
I
So-
haven't seen anything off of Netflix. So, that's where I'm at.
Is it on to Hulu after that?
I don't know.
So,
I gave up a long time ago. I got through the Netflix, I guess.
yeah.
The original series is on Hulu, and then the second part of the series is on Netflix, I think.
Oh, really? I think
Yeah.
I think it's back. It used to be backwards, I think.
They
Because
always-
I know,
think
you're
I've
right,
seen
you're right.
The
Naruto
original
original.
Naruto is on Netflix.
Yeah.
and then Naruto Shippuden.
Shippuden is on.
right. I have not seen Shippuden,
Shippuden's
which
on
I
Hulu.
get a lot of grief for.
It's
Yeah, I've heard
much
it's
better
awesome.
than Naruto. It's so
Yeah.
good. My buddy, when he started telling me about it, he was like, "You don't even need to watch the original Naruto." And I was like, "What the fuck? I want to start at the beginning. What do you mean, dog?"
Oh, that's
for
the
sure.
crazy thing about like anime. It'll be like, oh yeah, you can skip these like 20 episodes
Oh,
in the
yeah.
middle.
Yeah.
Like this is all filler. You
Yeah.
don't have to watch it.
It's like
I
the
def-
only genre that has like whole chapters that they just classify as filler.
yeah.
So I haven't seen all the episodes. I went on Reddit and was
Yeah.
like, "What episodes are
Yep.
filler and what episodes
Yeah.
are canon?" And just watched the canon. But
That's amazing.
Because my
like
roommates
no need.
watched One Piece. And if you
okay.
know One Piece, it's like 20 seasons.
I can't do that.
Yeah,
It's like
so-
1,000 episodes.
yeah,
It's
and
ridiculous.
They're like, oh yeah, these like 60 episodes are filler, like in a row. And it's just like 60 episodes. Like, how much TV did they put out to
Right.
just like make 60
There's a
episodes
whole
be
6
filler?
months of entertainment.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I'm gonna say. I don't watch anime on a weekly basis. I only watch the ones that are already finished.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't wait each week for a new episode.
I think the
I
one.
don't do that with any series anymore.
I must say, I don't do it with anything really.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of shows I've been watching and they like come out every week, and it's so hard to like wait
Right.
a whole week now.
What shows you watch?
Like,
I assume it's with Maya.
Yeah, Shrinking, if you've heard of it, it's on Apple TV. It's
Apple
Marshall.
TV is the only one I don't have.
So I got it for
There's
Ted.
so many good things on Apple
I got
TV.
I got it for Ted Lasso. Because it was a soccer show, and
Okay.
he had commercials in like 2013 as Ted Lasso. So like I had remembered those commercials
Right.
when I was playing soccer, and then so I started watching that, and then I kind of just kept it because it's like $5 or something like that. I just kind of forgot about it.
Right.
And then this new show came out. It's Marshall from How I Met Your Mother, Harrison Ford are like the two main guys, and like Marshall's basically a therapist. And his wife died, but it's like all about like him grieving. Like the first episode, he's got like 2 prostitutes in a like pool, and he's doing like painkillers, and his daughter is in like the house behind him, and he's just like making all this noise.
What the fuck?
But it's pretty good.
That sounds
It's pretty good. But yeah, he's helping like somebody out while it's going on. While he's working through his own shit, but solid.
Sounds pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm so bad at watching anything, to be honest. I watch.
I wouldn't watch any TV if it wasn't for my girlfriend. Like,
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's like a total
it,
fit.
it's
Yeah,
just
that's
something
what
that
it is.
doesn't
I'm
even come
just
across my
single.
mind. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, we could sit here for like 2 hours and just watch a few episodes of TV.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely have. Yeah. The last thing I watched was Survivor. I think actually through. Oh, so good. I love Survivor. That's
I'm
such a
not one
good
for,
game
like,
show.
Yeah.
I've never really gotten into Survivor.
I can't say I have either.
Have you ever given it a shot?
I think I watched actually season 1. It was on.
OG season. I don't even know what that
I've
was.
seen,
That
like-
black and white?
It was like 2004, so the
I've
cuts
seen
were
like
wild.
2 episodes of Survivor, and I just can't get into it.
I think
I've never been one for like many of those like reality TV shows.
the only one I've
Yeah.
gotten into is like Love Island UK, and it's because my girlfriend has put it on. And you know what? It's some crappy TV, but I know it's crappy TV.
Yeah.
So it's just like background noise, and I just watch these like white people fight each other. It's pretty funny.
I'm about
Yeah, I can't get into it, man. I can't. I'm trying. Like when spring break, when COVID hit, like
Yeah.
right when COVID hit, I remember coming back from the beach.
Not regular
It-
Love Island though. Not the US version.
No, but one of the boys turned on Love Island UK,
Yeah.
and everybody just
Swarmed it.
was into it,
Yeah.
and I was like, "That's what we're doing." I don't know. I wasn't about it. I wasn't. But
It's
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
for real.
I'm not a big dating show guy. The only dating show
Oh, it
I've ever
always
actually
ends
watched.
It always ends in disaster though. So like you can look afterwards. It's like, oh yeah, they're all broken up except this one couple. So it's always
for sure.
hilarious because
Yeah.
like they're like, oh, I'm here for like a guy with good personality. It's like this dude with like an 8-pack, and I'm like,
Okay.
there's nothing going on between the years. Like I know there isn't. I listen to the conversations. He's just like, you know what, you're fit as fuck, and it's just like that's it. That's the whole conversation.
That's easy.
Like,
Yeah. It's very easy to sell sex.
yeah.
You want to know what's crazy? Like, oh, this is... I did a lot of research. We might have already talked about this, but I did a lot of research of different things to 3D print and, like, what gets high margins, right?
Yeah.
There's an incredible market for 3D printed models of models.
Well, yeah.
Like, I was like, one time I literally was on eBay and I typed in 3D printed models, and it might as well have been porn. Honestly, I was like, holy. But yeah,
It was
you
like a
know,
little miniature figure.
yeah,
or something.
50 cents worth of plastic.
That's-
People sell it for $50. And I was like, holy, what did I just stumble on?
Well, and like I think for like Love Island or something, I don't even know if they have their own rights for like a while because they're on that
Oh, they
island
kind
for
of
a
sell.
while.
Do they sell their, what is it, likeness or whatever?
Probably like the
Well,
like
the
channel
dating
probably
shows are
does.
so out of handle. Like there's one Married at First Sight.
Oh, that one's
You ever
wild.
seen
Oh,
that?
that's
Yeah.
that's crazy.
It's as
That's
crazy
up
as
there
it
with
sounds.
like wife swap and shit like
Nah,
that.
Yeah,
That's
that's
just
crazy. That was
I
a real
watched-
show. Is that a real show?
There's,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
wife's.
Real
Oh,
show?
that was a
I've
real
seen
show.
the Chappelle skit.
Yeah, that was based on a real show.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Most of
Oh,
Chappelle's
my
stuff
Lord.
was based on real shows. Like,
Yeah.
The
Oh, that
Chappelle
makes
show
sense.
is
oh,
so
Top
fucking.
tier.
It's so good.
That is so good. Like sketch comedy at its finest.
he's
For
from
real.
Dayton.
Oh, have y'all heard about
Oh yeah, I
that?
forgot about that.
Y'all heard about that movie Bert Kreischer's putting out?
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
about
yeah.
the machine story?
the machine.
I saw a preview for the first time like last
Yeah.
week or something.
It looks pretty
Yeah,
fucking
I-
funny.
Yeah,
I was
that
like-
looks wild.
I haven't heard,
That's
like-
so cool that he's.
I haven't
doing
heard
that.
like the podcast that he does, but I just
Oh,
like
yeah.
watch it stand up.
Oh, Two
and I
Bears, One
love-
Cave.
Yeah, I haven't
It's so
watched
good.
any. of it,
That's pretty much all I
It's
watch
good.
is comedy podcasted.
oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like Joe Rogan, Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura,
Yeah, dude.
Chris Stefano, Theo Vaughn,
Yeah. You watch Andrew Santino?
Andrew Santino.
Yeah, that one.
Oh,
I like how the end just.
I watched his with him and Bobby Lee have one together,
Right,
Bad
yeah.
Friends.
Yo, and
It's
Joey
pretty good.
Diaz has one. My brother showed me that one.
I love Joey Diaz.
Joey
He's
Diaz
so
is
good.
hilarious.
He's so
oh,
funny.
he's so good.
Oh, he's
such
hilarious.
a good storyteller.
Who is Joey Diaz? To be honest.
Oh, he.
I don't know if I
he's-
know.
I can't
don't know
do
if I
him
know.
justice.
He's
Yeah,
Well,
do your own
what's
research
he
there.
from? What's he from? Like,
Oh, he's just Joey Diaz.
he's like the side character in like
oh,
a
okay.
whole bunch of like '90s movies and
I'm
stuff.
about to look. I'm about
Oh,
to
you
see.
should.
I probably.
You
if
probably
I
have
see his
seen him
face,
before.
yeah.
He's like a bigger Italian-looking dude from New York
Oh yeah.
or New
No.
Jersey or something.
I'm sure you know the rant with him and Joe Rogan.
Oh, I know. Okay, yeah, I know who he is.
He's
Flying with
hilarious.
weed.
I watched
Oh, it's
him.
hilarious.
I'm pretty sure I watched him. Bert Kreischer had like a Netflix TV show for like a season. Him and Tom Segura before the
Oh, really?
podcast or something.
Huh.
And it was them like at like a wilderness hut or something. And Joey Diaz came for an episode.
Oh,
So that's what I think I remember him.
something
from.
cabin.
He's
or something.
hilarious.
Yeah, some weird yeah. They had a cabin in the woods and just like Bert Kreischer getting drunk as shit and having an IV in his arm.
Did he actually have an IV?
Yeah, he had the IV the next
That is
day to like
hilarious.
to get over the hangover, like to hydrate
That's some
If
real
only,
high school.
or I
Yeah.
just wake up and you're like, oh, I feel like shit. Just
instead of a liquid IV.
Hey, if you have somebody to be like, hey, can you bring me an IV? And they will, hey,
get
why
some
not?
vitamins, I guess.
Get hydrated up in here, you know?
I feel like Bert Kreischer would just do that himself. Like, let's be honest. Like, I could see him just going, hey,
I've
so it's
seen,
good enough.
I've seen
I'm
it a
just-
couple times.
Yeah, what a legend.
He also, his story, like, at Florida State is based on, his story was the basis for a movie with, like, Ryan Reynolds in, like, 2006? It was one of Ryan Reynolds' like first movies, but it was based on like a 60-year at a school, but like it's based on his story that he was a 60-year at Florida State, just getting drunk as shit all the time. So, but it was pretty good. You can find it.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. I saw him during COVID, during his drive-in tour, where he was going to different drive-ins. Yeah, I went with Grant. Yeah, it was great, man. Grant's going to come on someday, I'm sure.
Was it a Tips?
Van Wilder.
Yep.
Have you ever seen the movie Van Wilder? That's what it is.
I'll put it on my list.
Yeah.
I have an active list. It's way too long.
Oh, so I don't watch movies at all. So
I struggle.
Neither do I. I just keep a list of things I should watch.
It's a comedy, so it's better. Like,
if it's a comedy or something funny, I'll be more likely to get through it.
yeah,
But if
that's
it's a drama,
what I
I'm
would
just
struggle
like
with.
20 minutes in, just
Yeah.
about to fall asleep.
I can understand that for sure.
I went to see Endgame twice. It fell asleep at the same part both times. It was like 2 hours in, and I was just like in the reclined chair. Just
Yeah.
they put the reclined chairs in there. I'm just paying $15 to take a nap. Like
It's a great nap though.
it is so comfy. Like, they turn the heat on just enough so where you're just like, oh, I could fall asleep. And then you're just like, oh, the end of the movie.
I can't believe it took so long for movie theaters to like make their chairs better. Like
Oh yeah, just like with the stadium chairs.
Yeah,
since
like stadium chairs
1982.
until like 2016. And then once they made the change, everybody's like, "Oh, these chairs are nice." Like, I'll
the
go to
movies is
the
not a
movie.
bad spot to be.
Yeah.
There were some movies that are advertising like love seat style recliners,
That would.
which you're just asking for it at that point. You know how?
Yeah, but.
I think they have them at the AMC. You can
Do they
lift
actually?
up the
Yeah, you can
you can lift
the
up the middle,
Yeah.
like the cup holder thing, and you just sit there as like a low seat. I think
I mean,
it's
they
been
clean
forever
it.
since I've watched movies.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, last thing I saw was Avatar.
That's why they're
Pretty
leather.
great.
I couldn't tell you the last thing I saw in the theater.
I saw something
Avatar.
that I was.
I honestly couldn't care less about Avatar.
No, it was good.
It was pretty good.
It was good.
I got a text from my brother that he had a spare ticket, so I just went, and it was great.
The first time I saw the first Avatar, the theater operators loaded the movie in upside down and backwards.
Holy!
So it started
And
at the end,
backwards?
and it was
Oh.
upside down. So we were just like,
Is this the
"What
finale?
is going on? Like,
Holy!
why is everything upside down?" And my mom was
They're
like,
just hanging upside down.
"My mom was like, I'm not staying for this. Let's go." And so I didn't see it till like
Wow.
months later, and then I was like,
That
"It's
is
alright.
amazing.
It's alright."
Wow.
Because I had to watch it at my house. So I just got it
yeah.
on DVD at the.
I was
family
gonna
video or
say
whatever.
I don't think I'll watch Avatar 2 again. I can only watch it in
really?
a movie theater. Like it's not.
It was so good in the
it-
movie theater.
It's not gonna hit the same at home. Like it's just not.
Right.
It's like it is a big screen worthy like movie.
It wasn't in like some ridiculous resolution or something like, or the
Oh
frame
yeah,
rate
they
or
came
something
up
they did
with
with it.
multiple new patents of how they animated it.
Yeah, I heard it was ridiculous how much money
It
they put
looked
into
fantastic.
Yeah, and like for most of it, like a lot of it being underwater, like it was filmed like clean, and like they were underwater for it. So
Yeah.
That is pretty crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, they actually did film underwater. I forgot
yeah,
about that.
yeah. So like that to me was insane because whenever you see videos like underwater, it's grainy as shit and not good resolution. But
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried filming underwater. I don't think.
Couldn't say I have either.
iPhone's supposed to be a little waterproof.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's put it
I've
in a
had
little
some
Ziploc.
iPods that were not. One time I
The
called.
new iPhone, like the newer iPhones.
That makes
I should
sense.
say.
Well, have
before
you seen
anybody
the
else
Apple
tries to-
Watches?
Yeah.
They literally throw up water if it's inside. It's
Oh
amazing.
yeah, I've seen that before.
I was amazed for sure.
If I was a watch guy, I would get an Apple Watch. I'm
I
not a
would
watch
like
guy.
A watch.
I've heard a lot of watch people that don't like the Apple Watches
Really?
because like it's like a just a digital thing is like where the actual watch is like a mechanical
Yeah.
Yeah.
like intricacy, you know.
I don't think I've ever really owned a watch.
I
So
can-
like,
Me neither. I've only had like a little Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I got a pocket watch.
I mean, the pocket watch is pretty cool.
I do like the pocket watch.
It was pretty cool.
It doesn't look like it's turning at the moment. Must need a new battery.
Poor guy.
Next event, next prom I go to. Wow.
I hope you don't go to anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm not planning on it. Was a one and done. Did you do the proms?
I didn't. I didn't.
No.
I did freshman homecoming, and I was like, yeah, this kind of fucking blows.
I didn't do anything until junior prom.
Oh, really? I did
No.
freshman homecoming and junior prom, and that was it.
I did junior prom, senior homecoming, senior prom. That was it. Just the
Yeah.
last three.
No regrets there. I mean, honestly, the only thing I'm sad about is that it was at the Children's Museum, and I've really been wanting to go back lately. I'm not gonna lie.
That one wasn't as good though because there wasn't even like much.
That's what I heard.
There wasn't much like dancing section,
Yeah.
so like, I mean, got kind of boring. Like you can't dance.
Right. Just kind of like look at the
Yeah,
children's museum.
yeah. Like
It's cool.
go into like an exhibit they had set up, which was super racist, but.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Because it was like Lunar New Year or something was the setup, and it's like we don't have any Chinese students, so like there was no like background
I'm sure they didn't
info.
make the event for the prom. It was
No.
already there.
No.
I'm sure.
They made that exhibit. They came in and like set the
For
exhibit up.
prom?
Yeah, they set an exhibit
Really?
up. Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they had much like research on it. There wasn't much like in it.
They just took the first three
Yeah,
pictures off.
there's a
the
lot of
Google
like
results.
the red like I don't even know what they are like hanging decorations like
Lanterns?
yeah that that would be the word.
Yeah.
But
No, I had a lot of fun not going. I'm not gonna lie. That was a great time.
oh yeah,
I was
you
at
came
the
to
place
my house afterwards.
Yeah. No, I took pictures with you before too.
Oh yeah, you did. You came for the pictures before. Did you get like a suit right and come over? No t-shirt.
No, I was in a t-shirt.
I don't know.
There's a great picture of me. The only one I have is me and Joe Schroeder. I'm sure there's others out there. The only picture I have is me
Gotta
and Joe
talk to
Schroeder.
Sam Brown. His mom took all the pictures.
Oh my lord, you're right. That would be fantastic.
I don't think I have any
Man.
really, other than the ones like my parents took before I went
Yeah.
there.
You know what's hilarious? My mom took like we went and did like senior pictures like ourselves, and then we totally lost all the footage like somewhere. And I know my mom kind of beats herself up over it, but I think it's funny.
My grandparents,
fine,
my grandpa like has a nice camera. He took one picture, and that was my senior picture. I was
That's great.
like, perfect.
Works for me.
Yeah, I'm done.
And Grandpa's like, I only got one picture.
Yeah, he's like perfect. I was like, it was outside their house too, so it was like I didn't have to go anywhere. I didn't have to do anything.
Hell yeah.
I was like, this is easy. Rather that than the girls like have like 4 outfit changes and it's insane.
Yeah. Even like now I just hear about weddings,
Oh
Oh yeah. I just got engaged.
You did?
Oh, congrats!
Congratulations. Look at you. Oh yeah. Well done. Well done. Wow. Oh my lord, that just highlights how long it's been since we've seen each other.
Yeah,
oh my lord.
It's been a hot minute.
That's amazing.
It's been a hot minute.
Well, congratulations.
I would say probably high school for.
How recent are we talking? Yesterday?
Like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
A couple hours ago? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
a
2
couple
3
weeks
weeks ago.
ago.
That's pretty recent.
Yeah.
I'm sure you got the date written down somewhere, right?
Yeah, somewhere.
Alright, cool. You might need it at one point or something. I don't know.
His girlfriend's got it on lock.
Yeah.
You
Does the date
could
you
just
get
start-
engaged matters to females? Is that an
I'd probably
anniversary?
I'd probably say more the wedding than the
Yeah, but there's like
Yeah,
usually like
yeah.
what, an engagement announcement or something? Is there? I don't
You'd
know.
assume it happens like
There's
right
a lot of
afterwards,
extra.
right?
There's a lot of extra
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, like I was hearing about
I can tell you about them.
like people photo-opping the first look of a wedding,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't realize was a thing, but I guess it makes sense.
Well, because it that becomes more intimate because it's, instead of like a crowd watching you, like see your bride, like it's just you and her and the photographer.
Ah, I get it. Okay,
Yeah.
there's some appeal.
Yeah, instead of like however many people you have at the wedding just watching.
Until it gets awkward with the photographer, and you're like, get out.
But yeah, no, my sister just got married like a month ago, and like I hear the prices, and I'm just like, fucking hell.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, you can go kind of as large as you can imagine, really.
I think we're just gonna get married at the courthouse and then have like a little reception thing afterwards.
Yeah.
No, the
Instead of-
reception's the part I'd
That's
have an
the-
opinion about. for
Right.
sure.
I don't care about the like we're gonna do like the hot do's and the
Yeah.
whatever it's called.
Oh no, I understand.
Just have like a little reception afterwards, so we ain't gotta pay for the church and the
As an Irish Catholic,
all that
you know.
stuff.
All we care about is the reception.
Yeah.
Yeah, wedding's a celebration.
Open bar,
The
So-
wedding's cool, but the after party,
Yeah.
that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
For sure. You gotta celebrate the commitment, I guess.
My girlfriend went to like my sister's wedding, and she was like, I feel like a wedding is just like a very serious thing. I was like, you don't understand. Like, a wedding isn't just something that happens. This is an event for my family. Like, this is, open bar. Like, there's people I haven't seen in 3 years.
For real.
Like,
Your third cousin's
Yeah.
best friend shows up, and you're like, I don't even know
yeah.
who you are.
She goes. It's not a family reunion. I would invite the family. I'm like, I have to. You invite at a number. Like, if you're inviting second cousins, all second cousins get invited. You hope half of them don't come, but
Right.
they're getting invited.
Yeah, it's like it seems like most of the time the parents actually are inviting everybody rather than the people getting married.
I would say the bride. The groom kind of forgets half of people who probably should invite.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd be
For
like,
sure.
I'd be thinking in my head, I'd be like, my parents,
Couple
a
friends.
couple friends.
That sounds about good.
Yeah, and then be like, oh shit, like my grandparents, my aunts and uncles. I'm like, oh yeah, I probably should have invited them, but too late now. No turning back. But I'm actually going to a wedding.
Yeah,
next
that's
week.
wild.
For 2
It's
weeks.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, man, I'm so deeply single. That's amazing. That is.
Somebody from our grade actually in 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, Courtney.
Oh wow! Congratulations. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. So, how
It's
long
great.
have you known the bride to be? How long have you?
We're going on 3 years.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just 3 years in February.
Oh my gosh.
Well, did you get engaged on your anniversary?
Yeah, we did.
Ah, okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. That adds up.
Yeah.
We went to our the bar we had our first date at, and then they actually proposed to me. True story. Yeah,
Nice.
That's cool.
it was pretty
That's
nice.
cool.
But let's see, your engagement, your first date. Oh man, you got a lot of stuff in that, like January to February range.
Yeah, it was like a couple of days before Valentine's Day, so
Oh, okay.
it's
yeah.
just like bam, bam. It's like
Yeah.
Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, anniversary.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
Mine's-
take all my money, I guess.
Calm down.
Mine's like
Yeah.
Christmas, New Year's. My girlfriend's birthday's in January.
Oh,
Our
Lord.
anniversary is early December. It's just like, and the Valentine's Day. It's like all right there. So then afterwards it's fine, but it's just like money gone.
Right, yeah.
Right. 'Tis the season.
Tis the season. It is the season.
So if you have any advice from the both of us getting engaged late in the year, or like middle of the year, June, when ain't nothing going on.
Yeah.
I'll write that
When
down.
you got a paycheck coming in and you're all right.
Well, we got one thing off the checklist. Woo!
But love my girlfriend. He loves his fiance to death. Nothing wrong with it.
Just do a
Before
little
we
bit
get
of
in
financial
trouble.
planning.
Yeah, financial planning.
Just do a little financial
Oh,
planning.
believe me, I know that's quite a part of the recipe there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it does become quite a large factor.
You have a list. Is that what you were pointing at? Or
You got a
pulling out?
list. What do you mean?
I thought you.
Can't pull up a list.
Well, no, I thought you had a piece of paper that you were looking at.
Oh no, I was whipping out. I was flexing the check I got.
Oh yeah.
Get
All
that.
for yourself.
Yeah.
All for yourself.
Yeah, all
You
for
greedy
myself.
bastard.
Yeah, right. Oof. Yeah, I'm just rolling. You guys want to see the latest and greatest thing I've invented?
Let's see it.
Sure.
So I've been making ballad songs, which is butterfly knives.
Oh, that's what's up.
And,
Oh, shit.
so that's what I was doing, and now I've added LEDs.
Oh, no.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at.
Nice.
This has been, since I don't have a girlfriend, this is what I get to do with mine. I broke it.
no.
I broke it. That's tragic.
Yeah, that sucked. Did it actually break or?
I mean, yes and no. I built it, so it's like we saw this coming. This is a prototype, but it did in fact break. Yes. Yeah.
We got 3D printed.
Yeah, it's all 3D printed.
That's so cool.
So there's no backing to it, so the batteries might fly out. But yeah.
It's rounded at the top for a butterfly knife. No, just kidding.
3D
Yeah,
printed
it's not
stuff.
exactly a knife, but I don't want to actually make them knives because that seems to be more. I don't know. Can I sell knives?
You
Right.
can definitely.
Yeah, there's
in the
just
US.
nothing.
Feels like a lot of permits coming my way that
Right.
I don't want to have to
It
deal
feels
with.
like I should.
You think
a lot of
there's
paperwork.
You think there's a lot of paperwork? It probably isn't.
Yeah, you're probably right. There's probably nothing. I'm
There's
probably
probably-
just
there's probably
concerned
nothing
for
for a
no reason at
Yeah.
all.
I sign here, initials here.
Yeah.
Alright,
But
you
I
can
want to
sell
sell them
this.
at a music festival.
It's
It's
like-
a real ambition.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
that would be
Yeah,
cool.
right?
But it's like
That would be
it's like
cool.
how old are you? 14. Yeah,
Alright.
fine, whatever.
Yeah. So the plan is to close that bad boy up. If you spin it around, it could bust open, but feel free to do it. Cause
That would be sick as shit at like a rave or something.
yeah. That's the idea.
Could you
That'd be
possibly get some on the inside? So like like on these, like on the keep it going.
Maybe. So like when it's closed, you can see it, or what? Are you talking
Well,
Yeah.
no. So like when you open it up, it's lights like everywhere. Like
I was like,
maybe.
just a stick of lights.
Yeah, I was gonna do it. So the original
Oh,
thought was to have an LED on either, like on
Does it
each
turn
peak.
on?
Okay.
But then I decided to do it. Traditionally, there's a blade side, so I did it as if it was on the blade side. Was the thought.
Gotcha.
So I've been playing with LEDs. Yeah.
Nice.
That is pretty funny.
It's a good time.
Yeah, it's been fun. I had to stop the printers for this podcast because last episode we had a little bit of squeaking.
It happens.
Yeah.
That is pretty crazy though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Modeled it yesterday, printed it last night.
Oh, you did the model yourself?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's
I
so
do.
cool.
I make a lot of the models. Like I modeled this. This was where we started.
Did you do that on the live stream
Oh yeah,
at Gingerhouse
we do
on
it
YouTube?
all. Oh yeah, yeah.
Gotta give the plug.
We did it. We did it live. We're going pretty smooth.
plug.
Pretty smooth. Honestly, like the podcast gets way more views than the live live stream. Like,
yeah, but I feel like there's also people that could turn in for literally 3 minutes. I don't really know how YouTube views work.
Me either, honestly.
Yeah. Like, do they have to watch the whole thing? Like
for what, the podcast?
Well,
Or
like
the-
to count as a view, you know?
Is it just like
no,
when you click on
it's
it? or-
like, yeah, you can watch it for 30 seconds, and it still counts as a view.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, the retention value is another story. But, like, the stream's retention value is terrible because I stream for, like, say I stream for 5 hours and somebody watches for 5 minutes.
I was just saying, to be fair, like, I'll come in for, like, 10, 15 minutes, and,
Yeah.
then I'll pop off. Because, like, I'm not going to sit there for 5 hours. Like,
Yeah, no. Somebody was like, yeah, I watched one of your vlogs the other day, and I was like, oh, yeah. I don't know why I didn't view them as vlogs.
I mean, they are, yeah. They're
They're
basically are
definitely
vlogs, yeah.
But then again, like I put time into, like, improving the quality of it. But then also I think about, like I'm really doing it for myself. That sounds really selfish and, like, wrong, I guess. I don't know. But it's definitely for me over anything.
Well,
Right.
I mean, I think at the beginning, especially, like, you know, I streamed as well.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, you can't do it for anybody else because then it's like, you'll get tired of it because you're just,
Yeah,
like,
and there is
with
nobody
yourself.
else.
Yeah, like,
Right.
yeah, when you're with yourself. You have to learn how to talk to yourself, which is
Yeah.
a whole nother thing. And then,
Yeah.
like, when somebody comes in, like, you have to be good about, like, checking chat sometimes.
Yeah, no, sometimes I'll just ignore it. I'll just, like, a couple of days ago, I was just over there drafting,
Mm-hmm.
and the camera was over there, but I didn't have any monitor or anything, so I was just like, well, you know, they can see me. I won't be able to respond if they say anything, but, yeah. No, honestly, it's like I was trying, like, I think about, like, in college, I went to an architecture school, which was technically a part of an art school, and, like, studios was, like, 20 of us all with big old desk and making the same project, and I love collaborating and working alongside people and whatnot, and don't get me wrong, I get frustrated when I have to work with people. It just, you know, people want to take it different directions oftentimes, and it can be hard to work in groups, but I love collaborating and hearing different feedback, different perspectives, and all that.
I mean,
so that's what's really inspired streaming.
yeah, so what I did, like, for live stream, I, like, put the live stream on my phone.
Yeah.
So then I could, like, look at comments, like, even if I was, like, away.
Yeah.
So then you can, like, kind of stay with chat.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a pretty smart idea.
Yeah.
I've done that with like being in the laser room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That's all. That's all.
Or like even like sometimes I'll be streaming and I'll be like, man, I need some magnets or something, and I'll just play the printers and run to the hardware store and come back and I'm still streaming. Yeah, yeah, it's a
Wasn't
vibe.
there a guy who just finished, like, a month-long stream or something?
Oh, I think I heard Kai did.
Yeah,
right?
Kai. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did, like, a whole
That's pretty
month.
wild. I've never tuned in. I've seen a lot of his like shorts or
Yeah.
shorts
Oh,
made from
okay.
him,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but
So I haven't really
Wild.
gotten into much of the streaming world.
neither do I.
That's
I mean,
pretty
honestly, I
crazy.
don't watch any.
A lot of
It's
people.
pretty crazy how many people they pull. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of people that watch just, like Twitch and shit like that.
And a lot of people will bring, like, you know, they'll, like, condense it down or something and put it onto YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen
So
a
that-
lot of shorts that are from
so they'll, like,
live
double the
streamers.
views. It's it's a way to
For
do
sure,
it, probably.
for sure. Like if I were to, like if I was really trying to grow the channel, I'd
Yeah.
be producing shorts and videos. Like
Yeah.
the only videos on my channels are my live streams.
Well, you could, like, this would take a while, but like look through your video and find, like, shorts out of it instead of
Right.
having to, like,
No,
produce
that's
them.
why we got
Yeah.
this bad boy.
Oh.
So, yeah, the idea with that was to use it as the time card on like a movie set.
Gotcha. Yeah.
'Cause time cards are, that's why they have the
Right.
clap down is
Yeah.
for the audio spike.
Right.
So the thought was I could
Use an audio
somehow
spike.
filter the entirety of the stream to find the moments I ring the bell,
Mm.
so I know where the
Clip is or
bits of entertainment are.
yeah.
But I've come to find it difficult to visualize whole streams that way because I also don't want to download every one of my streams because there's so many. Yeah.
There's a lot of raw footage.
It's a lot. It takes if I were to download a stream, it'd take a couple hours or an hour. I mean, it'd be a while.
Yeah.
So, it's probably to come. We'll see. I don't know. I imagine I'll make themed videos at some point. Like, maybe when I start selling the actual Battle song, making a video of how it came to be.
I like how this has all gone down an artistic path because we got an artistic guest. I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah, no, I like it too. I was going to ask you earlier more about, live performing. Did you, is live performing so much of a hassle that you don't want to do it, or do you not performing live?
Well,
What
right
is it?
now,
Yeah.
it's only because I got out of live performing. It's just because it's only me at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Because my drummer, Kyle Baston,
Oh yeah.
he actually moved out to L.A. with a couple of his buddies that he went to college with.
Big.
And he's working in the movie industry and stuff. That's
Hell
his
yeah.
dream and everything. But we
Oh,
were
he really did make it big. That's so sick.
Yeah, he works for Sony now.
Hell yeah. Wow.
And but yeah,
That's so cool.
He's trying
We
to
were-
direct short films now, right?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what he's going for.
He's trying to be a director.
Very cool.
But he lives out in LA, so it's just me at the moment. So it's a little difficult to
Yeah.
not only book all the gigs by myself, but create a
Do a
worthwhile performance,
Yeah.
So, I
Absolutely.
mean, I like to do it every now and again just because it's nice to stay sharp and
Yeah.
practice, and the money is not too bad. But
Yeah, but it's almost like you're in between phases or something. You're gonna, that kind of phase performing with them. Kind of concluded.
yeah,
More so.
I mean,
for them.
every now and again he'll come back to Indy and we'll hang out and play for a few hours, but
Hell yeah.
there's not really much live performance nowadays, especially with COVID and all that stuff. It kind of
Yeah.
everything just stopped.
Yeah, the venues in Indianapolis. I don't imagine. I'm trying to think of small venue.
Yeah, that's also the thing. There's not really a big music scene in Indy, so it's just hard to find worthwhile places to perform that aren't me performing for free or $20 or something.
For sure.
And that aren't in the middle of downtown, because I live on the south side, so having to lug all my stuff by myself,
Yeah. Oh
then
yeah.
plug everything in by myself and sound check and all that, by myself. It's
Yeah.
a lot of work, and then I'm just all right, I don't even want to perform anymore because I'm already tired
It's a
from.
full day of setting up already.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I can
Or
just stay
taking
at
it
home
down
and
afterwards too.
put in my leisure time just on the iPad, just throw my headphones on and just
Oh yeah.
make a scenic kind of beat or something,
Yeah. That's
It's a little easier on my mental.
Yeah.
Instead of having to worry about open mics and stuff like that. I feel a lot of times artistic stuff is just doing it a lot for free at the beginning, and then people learn your name and eventually come to your shows and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
it's just a
It's hard to
longer
put in
process
that
than I had
time.
intended.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you kind of go down multiple different avenues in terms of your art. I mean, I have a hat. I know you're repping one of your hats right now.
Yeah.
I have one of your hats back at my place.
I think it was the first one I did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
As the
No,
first
I
one.
bought a whole bunch of stuff off of you when I was living in New York.
I do all sorts of stuff. I did
Yeah.
these pants too.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Those are dope.
I got a little.
Yeah, the whole. Okay.
Thing I'll show the camera.
I mean,
Thing on the
damn.
bag. But yeah.
So I gotta ask about the name. R.I.P. in peace. This is the clothing.
I thought it was fucking hilarious. When
Yeah.
I was in the sophomore year of high school, and so everybody was like, the IP means in peace, right? And I'm like, yes, I understand the
Yeah.
irony in the name, but
Yeah, I imagine that got explained a lot.
yeah,
Yeah,
I just thought it was hilarious, so that's what it was.
it's
And it
cool.
looked nice in the font, so I used it.
Yeah. So the technique you used on the hat, is that the dipped as well?
On this one,
Yeah.
yeah. So I pretty much just get a bucket of water, spray paint on the top,
Hydro
and
dip,
then
right?
dipped it in there, and then I embroidered the name on there.
Nice.
Yeah, the hydro dip looks really sick.
It is pretty cool to get some like really wavy textures and stuff.
Yeah. I was debating how applicable it could be to like some 3D printed objects.
I feel like as long as it's not like completely smooth, as long as the paint has something to grip on, it should be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, you can go for a whole bunch of different materials, but just in the way it's producing the layers, I mean, there's going to be some grit to it.
Right. That's the problem with like leather shoes. You have to use acetone on them before you can hydro dip them because the polish they put on the leather is just like water resistant, so it doesn't stick on there too well.
Yeah, I love some good leather. I get a lot of, or my old roommate gives me a lot of shit from that leather box over there. It's like cowhides. That's all.
that one?
Yeah, the cubes.
That's cool.
We had it in our place in college, and it was like, I mean, it's kind of a little eyesore, but I like it. I love leather, I'm not going to lie.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I do too, but, you know, I think mine's always like light brown leather. I think that's like my go-to.
Yeah, I need a leather wallet. The wallet I have right now is cork, but it's
You a front pocket
Seeing it's
wallet guy?
better.
I am a front pocket wallet.
Oh,
guy.
I'm a front pocket,
I only have
almost
front pockets.
everything kind of guy. Only thing in the back pocket is the knife and handkerchief.
That's
what-
back pocket a while ago. Except for right now, I got it in my bag.
But I've heard it's easier to pickpocket.
If somebody can touch my butt without me noticing,
It's
That
easier
is
to touch
wild.
your butt. You know how
You would
much
be shocked.
fat is on
That
your
is
butt?
wild.
Your butt is not that
I also have my
sensitive.
hands in the pockets that in my wallet.
that's pretty crazy.
I walk with my
Yeah,
hand in
and
my
it's
pocket.
you can do like
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
it kind of grips the money for you. I like it.
Speaking of something you should look at trying to sell, I went to Target the other day. The plastic containers for food storage sell for like $30.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's probably like, I would say probably $4 or $5 in materials. In reality,
Just plastic containers.
like plastic,
Like little Tupperware things or
Yeah,
something?
like plastic Tupperware,
Okay.
and it's like 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 the sealer, like they'll have the like clips on both sides
Okay.
to like airtight seal or whatever. But we were looking at them and they were like $25. I was like, this is insane for plastic.
For,
Yeah. Yeah, that is interesting.
Speaking of plastic, y'all heard about the Ohio derailment?
Yeah,
That's
the
crazy.
next one, the
Chemicals.
next chapter.
That stuff's crazy.
Wasn't there 2 trains down?
I
crazy?
didn't see a second train.
I saw
just
there
the
was one
first
in Ohio and then there was one in Michigan, but the
Okay.
Michigan
Oh, I'm thinking
one
of Michigan.
didn't
Okay.
didn't leak any chemicals or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Ohio one is crazy.
Yeah,
Just with
the water was bubbling,
yeah,
it's
it was
wild.
real bad.
It's really crazy.
and then I sent the people home, like back to their houses, and it was just like it was not.
I heard they were dumping like most of the rubbish and stuff in a landfill in Indiana too, and like
Oh, really?
like closer to the Ohio border. I forget what town it was.
They were dumping the stuff from Indiana, or
The stuff from the
From
Ohio
Ohio.
accident in a landfill in
don't bring
Indiana.
it here. No offense, but
Because like the people that own the landfill, it's like a private business, so they can
Yeah.
dump it wherever they want. No,
huh?
but
That is wild.
it is pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how you clean that up, to be honest.
Yeah,
You don't. You kind of just wait. Like
got to.
chemicals is literally just like waiting.
Just let it go to the
For
ocean. And
years.
fucking,
Like sometimes you have to wait for
Destroy the whole
years because it's like the half life. A lot of times if
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not
sure
running.
it's just destroying whole ecosystems.
Oh, 100%.
Just-
Those deers are.
I wonder
Gonna be wild.
how far south it's gonna end up going.
I
Like
get to the Ohio River. I don't know where that runs. That might run
it
into
goes
one of
into the
Great Lakes.
Mississippi, doesn't it?
Yeah, the
From
Ohio
the
River
lakes
does.
into the Mississippi.
Yeah.
Just bring map in here.
Wish I knew the water systems a little bit better, but I definitely don't.
Me too. We should go on a boating trip. Everybody goes on driving road trips. We should take a boat as far as we can. from Indianapolis.
Just start in the Great Lakes and see how far south we can get.
How far can we go? And this is a quality YouTube video. I'm just saying. If we're gonna grow the channel,
It's like
Add a couple hundred thousand.
it's like 10 minutes. You get to like the White River or something. You're like, I can't go anywhere.
I wonder. You started the canal downtown.
You'll become Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Jump into the canal.
Did you see the video of the people driving on it on ice?
Yes.
Oh,
Past winter?
yeah.
Oh my lord.
Yeah. So we were like.
How do you even get the car down there?
That's what I
There's
said.
definitely areas. I know exactly
I-
where. Ohio Street, right? I think Ohio Street.
I was watching it with
Don't go
Maya. I was watching it with Maya, and it was before she like had moved to Indiana. So she's from Dayton. She's like, where the hell am I moving? Like, this is the first thing she sees is this video of this person like driving on the canal and then like crashed and like
Yeah.
sunk. I was like, yeah, drunk driving is wild.
For real.
There's no way. And I was like, it's either a drunk driver or a really old lady that has no idea where she is.
I just assumed drunk.
Yeah.
Old lady, you'd think she'd been here a while.
Right, you think she'd know something.
Yeah.
You would hope.
Damn. Yeah, how do you like moving or living downtown?
It's nice. I mean, just go on like walks and stuff. There's a lot to do compared like from the south side. It's a lot of chains, so it's better to have some like local food options.
For sure.
Local grocery stores.
You live more towards the center or like on the outsides?
I live on like Mass Ave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's some.
It's always popping on Mass Ave.
Yeah, there's
What's
stuff
your
to do.
exact address?
Yeah.
It's a 274.
Portland.
Um,
That's the furthest I'll go. And say Mass Ave's huge. It goes
Mass
through the
Ave is
whole
pretty
city.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mass
there's
Ave is
always
a nice
something
area.
to do on Mass Ave.
It's true.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely true.
Yeah, you were trying to get me to come down not too long ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you tried to make plans at like midnight 30.
See, but there is no planning. It's
I'm
just
asleep at
that's the
30.
that's the issue. That's the issue. No planning. Look, that's my big problem right now.
Oh, I'm a planner.
With adult friendships now, I've realized I have to start planning stuff. I'm meeting
With
up
adult friendships, yeah. I'm sorry. I got a schedule, dude. I
Oh,
work, you know.
Like I got
it was
2 hours.
it was
What are we
Friday.
doing?
It was Friday night. It was
Yeah.
Friday.
In high school, you was like, 2 a.m.
Let's go.
Let's keep
we're
going.
Yeah, you see,
It's
I'm
2 a.m.
or
now. I'm
past
like,
my
all
prime.
right, somebody is actually gonna be upset with me. I need to go home.
or college, just easy. But like I set up something with my buddy Will. He asked for like a 2 weeks notice, and I was like, wow, this is so much different.
It's like
than
asking
this.
off time for work.
Yeah, I know. I was like, this is how friendships are now. It's just like I gotta actually plan. Like,
I'm a
week
big
in
like
advance.
right now guy, but
I-
at 12:30
Oh.
when I'm already in bed and you're calling me.
The plan
Oh, I
didn't
wasn't
even come
doing
into
it.
fruition until like 11:45.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was
that would
Friday
be more
night.
reasonable, maybe.
Yeah, we were walking for most of it. I mean,
Yeah.
walked to, the bar. We're like, oh, we should ask Evan if he wants to come down.
Yeah. I offered you my pizza rolls.
You did offer me pizza rolls. If I was drunker, I would have probably said yes.
Had a good time. I was literally working on my laptop then.
Yeah. You answered and you were like in your bed. I was like, oh, he's out. I was like, he's done. He's
I had
done
my
for the-
hood up on my laptop.
Yeah.
I was deep. Yeah.
He was deep in it.
It was good. Good grinding. I do enjoy getting things done and working. Yeah. Feels nice.
I can't work over the 40. Get
Really?
cut off. Yeah.
Oh. No, that's like one of the things that probably drove me away from New York. Is like it was more than 40 hours, but I'm okay with the quantity of work, but it was so discouraging working there that I didn't want to work anymore, and it's just it was depleting my drive.
I can understand that.
That's the thing, I like working, and I will work for a long amount of hours if it's something
I must say, if it's engaging.
Yeah, right. Right. I don't want to.
I go work and then about 2 o'clock I'm like, all right, I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
Let's go home.
Do you work the second shift?
I work morning shift.
Oh, the morning shift.
9 to
Okay,
5,
that's the better shift. When you start working like that 12 to like 8 range,
Oh,
your whole day is gone.
They tried to put me on that. I don't understand it because
It's
like
so bad.
I can't.
you wake up and you got 2 hours and you're like, all right, gotta get ready for work, and then you get home and you're like, got 2 hours and then you're going to bed.
And even then, it'd be like you get home and you're just like, I'm going to bed. I'm
Exactly.
so tired.
I have no energy to do anything.
And then you wake up, it's like 11. You start at noon. You're like, fuck me. The most depressed I've ever been was working the second shift.
They tried to put me on the midday shift and I couldn't fucking do it.
Well, no, working nights is different though. Second shift is just the midday.
Just midday to end.
So 12 p.m. to like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Night shift's better because it's like 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. So like you gotta sleep that morning away, and then you still have like the whole afternoon.
Yeah, the closest I got was the old Skyline days.
Yeah, I mean that
Which
does.
would be like 4:30 to 11.
Yeah, best days.
Best days. Honestly, the best chili I've ever had in my life.
Anybody
I
complain
don't
about
like
Skyline?
Skyline.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna argue with you.
I will.
Sarcastic.
I will.
Skyline it has its place every once in a while.
The worst is whenever anybody would come in and ask for actually a bowl of chili. Because then I'd always be like, you're not going to want a bowl of chili. This is literally a sauce.
Yeah.
Like,
or a bowl of chili with hot dogs cut up at the bottom.
No. That would make sense. It was just a bowl of chili. Like, they wanted just the bowl of chili. I was like, you don't understand. This goes on things. Like, this is hot dogs, spaghetti. This goes on. Yeah, this goes on fries.
Do you remember there was a regular customer, and she would get 14 hot dogs. I remember taking her order, and she got 14 hot dogs on a plate.
No cheese.
No bun, no cheese. 14 on a plate.
Oh, wow.
What was she doing?
Gobbling down wieners for sure. I mean, her boyfriend had to pay for them too, and that was the worst part because each one there's no hot dog on a plate on the menu, so you have to charge her for a hot dog, which is like $1.60. So her boyfriend paid like $20 for a plate
regularly.
of 14 hot dogs.
Well, and they're like mini hot dogs. They're like cocktail wieners though, Katie. Like a little bit bigger than cocktail wieners.
It's amazing. You know,
I also would not eat like just straight hot dogs. Like
yeah, maybe she was trying to like train for a contest or something.
No, I
hope so.
I think what's happening there is her boyfriend wants to go to Skyline. She doesn't want anything on the menu and just gets the hot dogs.
Oh no, that's a lot of hot dogs.
But you could
she doesn't want anything. She wouldn't get 14. Then she got 2. You know?
But it's the fill like 2 hot dogs with no bun. That's not very filling because they're not like big hot dogs. Like they're like the tiny little. Like,
dude, I don't know why you're trying to defend her.
This
is so hard to justify. 14 hot dogs. You'd have to walk over there with 14 hot dogs just lined up on a plate. Oh my god,
that's
I wanted
an
to get
absurd
sick.
amount of hot dogs.
It is an absurd amount, but like I could see somebody doing like 7 or 8.
If you order 14 hot dogs and you don't walk in with at least 6 people, I'm not selling you 14 hot dogs.
Oh, I would sell 14 hot dogs. Tips better.
Oh, that place, man, a little grody for sure.
Depending who you worked with.
Yeah.
Jerry just.
Yeah. Sorry, Jerry, but Jerry microwaved hot dogs. So,
he didn't just microwave hot dogs. He didn't wear gloves.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Jerry was a hairy man.
Yeah, no. Every time Jerry was there, I was like,
Jerry.
every time Jerry was there, I was like, I'm not eating food today. Like, because sometimes I would eat food. Like if Sam, like our buddy Sam, who's been on the podcast, was working, he would be making the food. I'd be like, okay, I trust him. He's gonna wear gloves. I'll be fine.
You know.
Jerry touches the food. Not a chance.
Even Sam, the other Sam worked there. Oh my lord.
Yeah. As a dishwasher and then quit after like a month and a half.
Yep.
we had a good time. We had a bunch of high schoolers come work. I was the first one, and then my dad was a regular customer. So whatever, I would just be like, "Oh yeah, I have another friend that wants to get hired." They'd be like, "Okay." The interview was literally one question. It was asking what hours you want to work, or like what are you, a waiter or somebody that wants to make the food. That was it.
Yeah, I remember Sam would often give me grief because I was a waiter and he wanted to be, or, he gave me grief because we, on average, made more money.
Yeah, we 100% did.
Yeah, for sure. And it was cash every time. I mean, it was a way better gig, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good old high school days, man. Man. I would say take me back, but nah, I'm good.
Absolutely not, no.
I wouldn't mind it, but I don't want to do all this other shit over again either.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I'm done doing homework. I'm done with
I
that.
only did homework there, to be honest.
I know, but I did
I
homework
was so
in college.
bad at doing homework. Just
Oh, yeah. 10 minutes before class, you got there. What's number 5? Just give me half of it. I don't need the whole question. Just half credit to do. Just stop being such a fucking punk.
Yeah. There's some good times, some good communal efforts for sure. I thank many of my friends for where I've gotten for sure. Yeah. French was the absolute worst of the worst because I was so remarkably bad at French.
That was me in Spanish.
Yeah.
I was cool with the teacher, but I learned like 4 words.
Yeah,
in
I had her
Spanish.
for Channel 1.
Oh.
If it was the same one. Same teacher, but French would be like, if I were to ask the question, somebody would whisper me the answer because everybody knew the gist of me not knowing French, And I was in AP French. How did I get so far?
How'd you do on the AP exam?
Oh, not good. I don't even. Okay,
Let's not talk about it.
I don't even. Okay,
That's
to be
all I wanted to
honest,
know.
I've accepted that I got a 1. I never even looked. There's an essay portion, and I literally stole words from the prompt because I, didn't have French words on hand.
Right,
So
sentences.
yeah, it was rough, but I passed the class, and I got dual credit for the 3rd year of it, so I didn't get college credit. That's amazing. And it counted towards my academic honors diploma, even though I totally flopped the AP exam.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
I think I learned more Spanish working at McDonald's than I did in the Spanish class.
That is amazing. Yeah.
Honestly,
That
fair.
sounds like it checks out.
Yeah, I was like, honestly fair.
Yeah. Some wild stuff, What was the craziest thing that ever happened at McDonald's? Because I'm sure there's got to be something.
Oh, it's ridiculous. There's people that come in and order like 30 Big Macs.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just like, all right, I guess we're making 30 Big Macs today. And
Any fights?
there was one guy that came in the drive-thru, and I forget what happened, but he was just like adamant about not leaving from the window. And so he was like, I'm not moving my car. I'm not leaving until y'all fix whatever the problem was. And he sits there for like half an hour. And my boss is like, all right, we're going to call the cops. And like they end up dragging him out of his car. And then the cop moves his car and he's like, all right, y'all can get back to business. And I was like, okay, I guess so.
Somebody give the man his McChicken.
Okay, for real. But I couldn't tell you what his problem was, but I remember him getting dragged out of his car in the drive-thru at McDonald's.
Yeah, for some reason it does seem like an acceptable place to be just cracked out, apparently. I remember in New York, there was, I was talking to my roommates, and they were thinking that the McDonald's, I was living in Bed-Stuy in Brooklyn at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a McDonald's, the closest McDonald's was on West Broadway. It wasn't too far, like a half mile maybe. And I was talking to my roommates, and they were all scared to go in because they were like, "Oh, it's like a territorial spot," You know, it's like the McDonald's. And I walk, you know, I'd go to the walk-up window and get a drink or whatever.
Right.
But it amazed me that they thought it was that, like, pivotal. I mean, they were here on visas and, you know, they weren't from America, but still. It was just so mind-blowing to see that concern, you know, that I did not have at all. There was one time I walked in there, and I looked around, and there's some people that didn't look like they were up to eating or anything, and I was like, you know what, I'm good.
Like, they might be right.
Yeah.
They might be right.
I'll stick to the window outside.
It's called being white.
Well, sure, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, definitely, yeah. You're saying people on visas are scared to go, and then you had no mind.
Well, yeah. Well, that's just generally, I don't typically, like, walk through life with too much concern. Like,
Correct.
it's never like 4 a.m. and I'm like, I shouldn't go outside right now. You know? And I understand, I come with a great deal of privilege to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But that's just how it just doesn't come to mind. It's like when Maya, you know, thinks about things that she's allergic to. Never do I have to have that concern.
Yeah.
I'm privileged.
Makes sense.
But I will, whenever I'm serving her food, I'll think about all those nuts.
This is a tree nut allergy.
Those nuts she
She
can't
got a tree
have.
nut allergy. Yeah.
Right.
She can have peanuts. That's all you want. But who do you think would win in a fight? Popeyes workers or McDonald's workers?
Oh, wow. I don't know.
Because I've seen some videos of Popeyes workers throwing hands, and the manager like will come in and back them up. Like,
Yeah, I feel like they feel more at liberty. Like Popeyes maybe has a larger sense of pride to defend the Popeyes.
I would say definitely Popeyes is starting the fight,
yeah.
but McDonald's is finishing the fight.
Yeah.
What's about 3 hectares coming around the corner? There ain't much you can do.
Yeah.
I watched,
McDonald's got the numbers.
yeah,
Going
I
to
watched.
war,
I watched a Popeyes worker literally pull a girl's weave out. She started trying to box her across, and she dragged her over the counter and just started beating the crap out of her. And the manager came and backed her up and started kicking her in the ribs. I was like, this is a team effort, okay? Popeye should be
That is
promoting
amazing.
them. That is teamwork. You know, they always preach teamwork in those kind of places, and they had it to a T.
Yeah. Yeah. That is amazing. You know, obviously the fight was justified. Obviously,
Oh, 100%.
you know,
100%.
it's a good, you know.
The customer probably like try to hit them first, and then that's when you pull them across.
Gotta do what you gotta
Do what you gotta do.
Or they just
Customer ain't always
forgot
right.
their biscuit.
That is facts. The customer is not always right. I work next to Sonic, and
Oh, yeah.
like at least twice a week there's somebody that comes in the drive-thru thinking that they're in the Sonic drive-thru,
And you're like, please,
they'll order something at
can
the
somebody
Sonic
else drive
drive-thru.
you?
They'll order something at the Sonic drive-thru, and I'll be like, we ain't got that, and they're like, it's on the menu, and I'm like, you're at the wrong place,
There's
dog.
no
And they're
hot
like,
You are
dogs.
not. You are
And
not
just
at
like-
Sonic, sir.
just like oh, my bad. And just drive
Peel
away.
out. Yeah. I mean, what else are you gonna do? You gotta peel out for sure.
The worst is when you like peel up to like a fast food place and it turns out it's closed or something, and then you like look around and you're like, oh, there's no cars here.
Exactly.
And then you gotta like drive around, and there's like security cameras that definitely just like watch you.
There's that one dude in the front just mopping. He's just like, he's a fucking idiot.
Man, there was one time I've never told this story. Never. And I don't even remember the details of it really, but I went to a McDonald's and it was really late. And I ordered, went around, said something to the guy at the first window, and then his buddy was working at the next one. and like pulled up to the next one, made the dude laugh. I said something and made the dude laugh. Got my card back and like just peeled out. Like I didn't even get my food. I was so happy I made him laugh. I just peeled out. And then I was like, I can't fucking go back. There's no going back. I'm not going back now. It's just a part of it. Hopefully they still left.
That's good.
Yeah.
There's definitely a couple times I almost forgot like my change or like my card.
Yeah.
You give it and then like you get your food and you're like, okay, like time to go. That gets left all the time. I feel like.
People that come through and pay for their food and then just leave. I'm like, all right, thank you for the $12. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't
Wish it
trying
was a
to,
tip.
but I did.
Like-
I totally
yeah, for
did.
real.
Yeah.
Is there any way I can go to the bathroom real quick?
Hey, sure.
Yeah.
Hey, sure, man.
We have no rules on this.
The only rule is, if you move the camera, you gotta take a shot. That's the only rule.
Switching
that?
across.
Oh, it's right here. First door. Oh, man.
And scene.
Scene. Oh, this is live.
Yeah.
This is just the power of editing. Just kidding. We're not editing this at all. We're not editing this.
This gets put whatever was said.
Yeah. Should we establish some other stream rules? That was on the agenda for the very first podcast, and we never, not stream rules, podcast rules. Is there anything,
You know,
I don't want to make a line
Yeah.
that we can't cross, to be honest.
yeah. I was like, if something comes up. I don't really know.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to.
I don't like rules, but I think the moon and the camera take a shot rule is justified.
That's more funny.
Yeah. Maybe we just got to make rules with a comedic angle.
Yeah, I guess.
Hmm.
The issue is, you know, taking a shot doesn't sound like a very hard punishment. I'd take a shot right now. Like,
All right, order up. Order up 2
Oh.
shots. We gotta blame Jaylen for this, honestly.
yeah, you know.
That was larger than the first one. Well, we're going for a different one.
It's Pepsi.
Yeah. Yeah, you're much more kind of concerned with that.
Well, YouTube has like a strict rule. I'm pretty.
Does it?
Yeah.
Huh. I thought I read most of the rules.
Twitch, you can't get drunk. Like you can't be like.
I've never been drunk.
Well, no, like visibly passing out or something. Basically, like visibly intoxicated. I think YouTube, it's like you're not supposed to even
Put on
have.
another shot if you want one.
Oh, say less.
All right. Oh man.
Finishing it.
Yeah, I think you gotta be killing that. The Elijah Craig took 4 episodes.
And it's gone.
Man,
I will say.
Hold on. I did way too much of mine.
I will say that the first episode.
Works for me.
All right.
I will say that the first episode, I was literally sitting here just taking polls every once in a while because I was like, listen to Evan's crazy takes, and I was like, all right.
Gotta do what you
Hey
gotta
man,
do.
all those takes turned out to be facts. It's amazing.
No.
Honestly, I always love when one of
Cheers.
my old homies starts a new podcast. Like Kyle started a podcast.
Yeah,
with
his
his friend,
podcast is great.
and his podcast is so fucking. It's pretty good. It's him and his buddy talking about music
about
or
movies,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm shocked you don't watch movies since you guys are such good friends. And he's like very much like a movie like.
He
You
is.
talk about Sam and Jacob being like movie aficionados.
Oh yeah.
Kyle is on a whole nother level.
Like,
I
he's
can respect it.
like
Sure.
boxes on
Yeah.
boxes of Blu-rays and stuff.
Like 350
Yeah,
Blu-rays,
he's
like something
ridiculous.
crazy.
He's definitely got some good movie recommendations.
100%. I mean, he's wanted to be. That kid has like, you know, he went to grade school with me forever. He's wanted to be a director since he was in like 3rd grade.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
like the fact he's in LA, like living it up, you know, respect it.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, he's in LA and started the podcast?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
he's in LA. And
Him and his buddy went to
Works at
school, and it's called Full Sail. It's like like the arts kind of school,
Mm-hmm.
and you go for like 8 months or something, and you get like a little certificate. And him and his buddy moved out to LA. pursuing like the movie industry and stuff together.
I DM'd him at one point. It was like I just like respected the hustle.
He's out there doing it. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, like the short films that he's doing, even like here in Indiana, I was like watching them. I was like, these are sick. Like he had one on like Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Short film.
That's cool.
He's doing all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, pretty sick. KJBA 77.
That's where it all started.
That is where it all started.
Wow, I've even seen that way back in the day.
There's all
Now
sorts of
Bastion-
videos of me
Bastion
like in
films.
grade school and stuff on his channel.
Oh, 100% same.
It's gonna be a documentary someday with that footage.
On one of his actually most viewed videos. It's like, where's the trigger or something? And it's
Oh my god, I forgot you were there.
Yeah, that was me.
That
was
was
me.
so long ago. We did this like prank call video where like we prank called like Domino's and like Pizza Hut.
This was my 5th grade thing, like 5th
Yeah.
or 6th grade thing.
We were just like all in this tent in his backyard, and we're just like prank calling Domino's, like water pistols at dawn. Just like the most random dumb stuff. But
And I did like the where's the trigger from Batman. That was one of the videos. And it had like 10,000 views because it had where's the trigger in it. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's a good time for sure.
Yeah. I was like, man knows his YouTube titles.
there are some good times.
Yeah, it was great times, great times.
Yeah, you gotta respect the ambition. Starting young, you know?
Oh yeah.
Starting early. I remember Drew, who's supposed to be here, he had a YouTube channel, and I don't think I was the most supportive. Oh, I love the man, but he definitely tried to like put me on camera, and I was like, get that shit out of here. Man, how the turntables, man.
And now he's saying that to you.
Yeah, he
'Cause
really is.
He ghosted you on the one.
Yeah, we'll have to reschedule. I didn't really, yeah, I should have invited him for today.
That's just funny. That's just funny.
Yeah.
Come back to
Busy
bite you.
man. Busy man, for sure. It did come back to bite me. I remember playing hide and go seek in grade school. Like, it was after school, and we were all throughout the building. We were like in this closet in the music room. You know, huge closet because it's the music room.
Right.
And I remember him like vlogging. I was like, get that out of here, man. You're gonna give us up, bro. Oh, that's hilarious. Man, Drew, you gotta come on the podcast and offend yourself, man. Because, or promote the old channel. Or the new channel. I don't know. Been too
Whatever
long.
you're doing.
Yeah, been too long. You got any new releases or anything in the works?
I've been thinking about releasing just like an EP of just like instrumental kind of beats and stuff like that.
That'd be
I have a couple songs that like I have vocals and stuff on, but I think I'm gonna save it for like a whole album.
Yeah.
I try to do like an album every couple years or so. Just stay up to date with all the new technology and music, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're frequently changing how you're creating the music or whatnot.
Oh,
what
yeah.
instruments you're using.
I try not to make too many songs that sound in the same genre. I like to go through all the different genres and stuff, you know.
J.A.K. Get them on Spotify. Help with the plug.
LinkTree.com/JAK Productions.
There you go.
Hell yeah. LinkTree?
You guys
What is
also have
LinkTree?
It's just like a little thing that
Puts all
has
your
like
links
all
together.
my Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, Twitter, all that.
Nice.
Like all my links in one little
Yeah.
thing, you know.
No, it definitely sounds cool. I definitely need something
You
like
guys
that.
had a band as well, wasn't it? Like Lighthouse.
Oh yeah, me and Kyle, we had Lighthouse Landing.
Lighthouse Landing.
Me,
yeah.
Kyle, and
Curtis.
yeah.
Wow, I haven't seen Curtis in forever.
So there you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Another one. Lighthouse Landing. Check them out. Spotify, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Apple Music.
I'm sure you can still find it on there.
Yeah, there you go.
It's been forever since we made something together, but me and Curtis will play every now and again together.
Yeah.
All the plugs.
That'd be cool to see Curtis, man. It's been a long time since I've heard or ran into him.
He's got like a medical degree now.
Yeah,
Does
he's
he actually?
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
He's a Eskin.
Yeah, something like
There's
I don't remember
some
exactly where he
yeah.
is, but he's getting that money.
Well done.
But yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to have him on for sure someday. All right, should we do the intro?
Yep, let's do
I'm
it.
down with it.
All right, Friends with Differences podcast,
Woo!
episode 4.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Jaylen, thanks for coming on, man.
No problem. No problem.
Appreciate
Thanks for
you
having
coming
me.
on. It was a pleasure. Thanks for the
Special
new intro too. I'm
Oh,
very
no
excited to debut that.
No problem.
So
Yeah.
exciting stuff. So recap. What did we talk about? We were all over the place. I think we
Yeah.
did some movies. We did talked about AI and voice altering AI.
A lot of art talk.
A lot of art talk.
Like
Thanks,
art
Jaylen.
in all
Yeah.
types.
No problem.
Art in all types.
Right. In all facets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So links will be in the description for every party involved. So go
Yeah.
give Jaylen a listen, and thanks for coming out to the podcast.
Peace.
Cheers. Send it.